Alright guys, welcome to Wednesday afternoon. This is my first time splitting lanes on the Yamaha T7, the Tenere T7. You would think that business was back to normal and there was not a pandemic. I personally haven't been on these freeways during commute hours because I've been sheltering in place at home, but man, look at all the traffic. This is nuts. FJR 1300. Alright guys, let's talk about lane splitting here for a little bit. So when talking about splitting lanes on any motorcycle down here in Southern California or anywhere that's legal for that matter, really it's not really splitting lanes, it's lane sharing, because you're allowed to have two vehicles in the same lane at the same time. Now jokers like that guy right there that didn't even look, that came over with no blinker or nothing, that guy is your nemesis when you're trying to do this legally. This guy here turned his turn signal on and came over. There wasn't a whole lot of error or room for error there where that guy was, but now this guy is gonna move over and give us some room. It's pretty weird. Anyway, there's a couple key things you want to look at. This guy right here is kind of scary because he's actually inching over. Thank you so much. But there's lots of things to look at when lane sharing down here. So again, two vehicles can occupy the lane at the same time, and that is what lane sharing is called. That's the definition of it. Lane splitting, riding on that white line right down the center, is not a legal practice, so don't do that. It's not safe anyway. That paint can be slippery, there's usually debris out there, there's a whole lot of reasons not to do it. Anyway, my preferred method for lane sharing is going to be to ride as close to this white line as possible without going over it. That's going to give me the biggest buffer between either car in either lane. It's going to give me the most chance to be able to make an abrupt maneuver if that becomes necessary. Now you see a lot of other guys splitting lanes out here or lane sharing where they'll come up and then they'll dive completely over to the other side, then come in and dive completely over. Now I discourage that practice because it makes you absolutely invisible until you come back out to these white lines. Alright guys, we're getting off the freeway now, but maybe on the way home in that traffic over there, we can continue this conversation of lane sharing in California while riding the Yamaha T700.